is Mr. David Yelland. Do you remember him? He was editor of The Sun, I think, in the late 1990s.
Yes.
And this quote from Mr. Yelland: all Murdoch editors, what they do is this: they go on a journey where they end up agreeing with everything Rupert says, but you don't admit to yourself that you're being influenced. Most Murdoch editors wake up in the morning, switch on the radio, hear that something has happened, and think, what would Rupert think about this? It's like a mantra inside your head. It's like a prism. You look at the world through Rupert's eyes. Do you see the point, Mr. Murdoch, that all your editors...
I understand what you're saying, Mr. J, but I think it's nonsense, and I think you should take it in the context of Mr. Yelland's very strange autobiography, when he said he was drunk all the time he was at the Sun, which we didn't notice. I certainly did take part in the policy decisions of the Sun. I think that's my job.
I'm not saying it isn't, Mr. Murdoch, but the point I was gently putting to you is that you said, if you want to judge my thinking, look at the Sun.
Look at the editorials in the Sun.
Yes. There are only two ways the editors could logically know your thinking, either because you tell them or because they work it out.
I wasn't talking about the editors. I was saying, I think I was talking about the politicians. But
no, you were talking about the direct quote. It's page 36 of the transcript in the morning, lines 15 to 16. If you want to judge my thinking, look at the Sun. That's what you said.
Yes. The issues that we get interested in, that we fight for, you'll find them in the Sun, and you'll find that I would agree with most of them, if not all.
Just the...
No, I mean, there are details which I don't agree with, only recently, but...
Just how they work out what your thinking is. There are only two possibilities. Either you tell them...
Well, they sit and talk to me, or I call them, or I don't call and say, do this or do that. And, you know, there are conversations pretty constantly.
Over time, your editors will get to know you very well. Because you're not shy about...
Well, we're talking about the Sun, yes. Or, you know, papers like in your Post.
And as regards your relations with politicians, has it occurred to you that they might know what you want or what you are thinking by exactly the same processes, either because you have discussions with them about your views or because they get to know you of the fullness of time and work it out?
Yes, I really see very little of them. I'm only in this country a lot less than 10% of my time, except in this last immediate period. Yeah, I think they know my philosophy, yes.